Lady Toppers trying to increase this lead. Kentucky Wesleyan have to imagine that mindset is just to cut it to 10 and give themselves a chance going into the fourth quarter. Destiny Salary on the baseline. Talegdi, a three, and a great start for the Lady Toppers.
Yeah, that's a nice little offensive set. Set the back screen and then popped out, and that's Talegdi's second three.
The Lady Toppers have so many shooters that when they get open looks, and they're such a great passing team that it's pretty much knocked down whoever it is on the floor, especially in the starting lineup. Here's Hoosier. Batted away by Gilvin. 2-on-1 fast break. Alexis Meade slithering inside, too strong at a layup with the right hand. Here's Montgomery, and she took way too many steps before taking a dribble, so an easy travel call.
Yeah, when you're on a fast break and you want to, when you're throwing it to one of the post players, you don't want the post players to be able to make too many decisions and dribbles after that normally, and that's probably gave it to her a little bit early that time.
Talegdi hands it off to Meade. Here is Destiny Salary. She has had a really quiet night. Pass deflected. Meade, a three try in the corner. High off the back iron, and Hoosier corrals it.
Same thing, another turnover. Gave the ball up to a post player way too early.
Chatfield penetrates.
Pass.
Beautiful dish to Talegdi for two.
I'm a big fan of Chatfield. She plays at her own pace, doesn't get in too big of a hurry, and really sees the floor well. Second on the team in assists.
And also a 1.63 assist to turnover ratio, which ranks number 2 in Conference USA. And that is somebody who particularly comes off the bench and has been coming off the bench the entire year for the Lady Toppers. Another steal. They have numbers. Gilvin, floater, got it.
Yeah, this is not a good start, obviously, for Kentucky Wesleyan. That 15-point lead is ballooned to 22. And it's turnover city right now for Kentucky Wesleyan.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you really took the words right out of my mouth.
I don't think they've had a shot in the first 2 minutes. I think it's been 3 turnovers, and that was an almost turnover.
Maybe just trying to do too much. Maya Montgomery, she already has a couple of threes tonight. She's off on that opportunity. Talegdi over to Chatfield. Mackenzie Chatfield, when they played, North Dakota and Tennessee State combined for 30 points, but over the last 2 games, she just has 6. It's nice to see that she's playing really well here against Kentucky Wesleyan. Unable to finish on the left side. Hoosier to the free throw line. Sizes up Talegdi. Does have the mismatch as she wants to drive or step back for 3. Over to Montgomery. 15 to shoot. Williams-Harris to Boo. Contested 3. Too short. Talegdi races down for the rebound. Almost taken away by Williams-Harris. Meade sets it up. Needs some help. Talegdi. Over to Chatfield. Thought about a 3. Looking inside. They have the mismatch. To the free throw line. Gilvin. Corner to Meade. To Talegdi. Yep. Oh, what a beautiful fake by Talegdi. And she has had a phenomenal start to the second half.
Lexi Meade's getting close to joining the top 10 in WKU history in assists.
Airball 3 by Raquetto, and Alexis Meade all by herself. It's been all Lady Toppers and a quick timeout by Kentucky Wesleyan. My goodness, 57-31. WKU looking to move to 8-1.
By WKU, and right here's going to be a nice pass that time by Chatfield to Talegdi, and right here is going to be another bucket by Josie Gilvin. 11-0 start for the quarter, and another turnover by Kentucky Wesleyan.
Inside the Salary, but a charge taken by Taboo, and they desperately needed that one.
Yeah, I would disagree with that call, to be honest with you. You're supposed to have a chance to come down, but anyway, it's hard to complain when you're up 26 right here. Let's see if she had a chance to come down. No, I'm not a big fan of that call, but another turnover. That's 6 turnovers by Kentucky Wesleyan. Could not get the ball in bounds.
There is just no flow, no confidence right now for the Panthers, it seems like.
6 turnovers in 3.5 minutes in the third quarter. Yeah, that'll take it away from you.
Gilvin up top to Legdy. Sizes up Sisk. To Salary, she lost it. It's taken away by Williams-Harris. Up ahead to DeBoo, into the body of Meade, and cashes it in. Fast break opportunity, and that's something that Kentucky Wesleyan desperately was trying to find in the first half. Just didn't do it enough as Chatfield drains the three. Well, as this game is getting away from Kentucky Wesleyan, we do have to keep a very close eye on Alexis Meade, who is trying to make history not once but twice this evening in steals and an assist, trying to move into both those categories top 10 in WKU program history.
Yeah, I think she's already made it in steals. She needed 2 to be in the top 10 in school, in the top 10 in WKU history in steals, and she's already got 2, and she's on the verge of, she was 7 short of assist. That's a nice pass and finish by Riley Neal.
So right now, Alexis Meade, so with that, those 2 steals that she has tonight, came in with 195. So right now she's actually tied with Shay Lunsford for the number 10 spot. And then for the assist, she's trying to catch up to Tiffany Porter-Talbert at 378 into the top 10. Meade to the baseline, pulls up. Beautiful shot by Alexis Meade.
Yeah, great patience. I thought she was going to take the 3 and do a nice little shot fake and a little easy pull-up jumper for Lexi. Gives her 19.
Williams-Harris. Gilvin up ahead. Mackenzie Chatfield all by herself for the easy 2. Almost a 30-point lead now for the Lady Toppers as they just continue to pour it on here on Kentucky Wesleyan. Williams-Harris picked up on a double team. In the corner, DeBoo. 3, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Sisk has it. Williams-Harris. Oh, trying to find DeBoo. It was a good idea, but it just was too far to the right. Another timeout on the floor. Casey Hayes, really big-time games coming up after this one with Kentucky Wesleyan, including a trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, they got Oregon State, a perennial top team, and Nevada. And then they come back and play Kentucky, and UK right now is in the top 25 under new coach Kenny Brooks, who came in from Virginia Tech. They got a great point guard and starts conference play quickly after with Liberty coming in early January. Probably Liberty and Middle Tennessee, the top 2 teams in Conference USA.
Yeah, the Hawaii games are fun to talk about, but just lingering after that trip is that date with the Kentucky Wildcats. That is going to be one of the biggest tests of the year as Destiny Salary is off just a little bit on the mid-range jumper. Still some big-time players are in this game for the Lady Toppers. 3.5 minutes remaining until we hit the fourth quarter. Near side to Neal. Has the size, a mismatch on a Casey Hayes. The spin move was pretty.
Good move by Riley Neal. She transferred from Miami of Ohio. I saw her play last year for Miami of Ohio. And she's from North Odom, which is right outside of Louisville.
That move just looked way too easy for her when she had the smaller Hayes on her. Hayes on the floor, battle for the rebound. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is pointing right. So Kentucky Wesleyan back with the basketball. Casey Hayes, even with the mask on, has been pretty efficient. Has had a couple of nice jumpers.
I mean, she took that big hit a couple games ago and suffered the concussion and also just badly bruised and so forth. Missed the game, came back against Wichita and just kind of slowly kind of getting back into form again.
Casey Hayes was born to be a talented basketball player. Really, her entire family was born to play basketball. 3 sisters have played at the D1 level. There's 2 currently that are playing at Marshall. But just 11 points over her last 2 games. But again, it just has a lot to do with that hit that she took and trying to get back to it. And you just have to be very cautious with a Casey Hayes because she had a major injury that kind of ruined the Lady Topper season last year. And the last thing you need is back-to-back seasons without a Casey Hayes in big-time matchups.
Yeah, I agree. She is such a good player when healthy. Missed 8 games last year with a knee injury, and that kind of sidetracked WKU. They were playing real at the time, and you can see that foul right there on Gilvin against Riley Neal.
All the way out to Sisk, almost taken away by Hayes. Hoosier wide open for three. Left by herself, it's off to the left. Gilvin with the board. Off to Chatfield, back to Gilvin. Races across the timeline. Mariama So into the body, can't finish the two. Gilvin was right there, off balance throw. How about the shortstop pass to Mackenzie Chatfield? Can't get the friendly touch.
That's just Gilvin right there. She just is a playmaker. I mean, she's long, athletic. And you add to the package that she has physically, her effort is just between her and Meade. I don't know of two players that play harder in basketball than those two.
I mean, that is an unbelievable pass. Off balance as it was in the corner, and it was right into the chest.
The perfect pass, you're right.
Hayes penetrates, and a foul. Sisk tried to go low to get the steal and didn't give enough room for Casey Hayes to make a move.
It's off the handoff, and that is the correct call that time. That should put Hayes at the free throw line. I'm sorry, they're not in the bonus yet.
Chatfield inbounding in underneath the basket. Now, the Lady Toppers, they went undefeated in the month of November, 6-0. If they went undefeated in the month of December with all the games that they have coming up, that would be maybe the best run, one of the best runs in program history. But that undefeated run that they had in November, first time doing that since 2017 when they went 7-0 in February.
Yeah, that's why the loss against Wichita was disappointing because they outscored Wichita. As a nice pass that time by Kentucky Wesleyan. They actually outscored Wichita in 3 of the 4 quarters, had a terrible second quarter, just a horrendous shooting night. They could easily be staring at 8-0.
Fracture from the free throw line. Not able to get it to fall. You know, that last layup by Hoosier, that was her first basket, first points of the entire game. She's one of the best scorers, maybe the best scorer for this Kentucky Wesleyan team.
Well, she is the leading scorer, 12 a game. Now, she's not traditionally, last year she averaged 7 a game, and she's never been in double figures in her this is her 5th year, but so far this year, coming off the game winner against Ursuline, which she hit the runner in the lane. But like I said, this is a tough matchup. I've seen a lot of good guards, point guards, that have struggled against WKU.
Well, I was about to say, do you think the size really caught up with her tonight, having to be guarded by
size,
the likes of
yes.
Gilvin? Gilvin has been on her a ton this evening.
Size, quickness, all that, yes. You can see right there the push that time by DeBoo.
64-39, a minute and a half until we get to the fourth quarter. Lady Toppers en route to moving to 8-1 on the season. One of the best starts in program history, even with that loss to Wichita State. Smooth-looking stroke from Maya Pratchett.
Yeah, confident stroke. Good shot fake, got into the lane, and then elevated for the little 5-footer.
Up top to Hoosier. In motion. Powers inside, kicks it out to Sisk. Needs some help, picked up her dribble. DeBoo has been really quiet in the second half. Twist and turns, finish off the glass.
Had a really nice game. It's 14 for DeBoo. Averages 8.8. Transfers from Florida Southern, but she's a senior.
This really has been one of the best games, not only of the season, but of her entire career, given that it's been against a D1 school in WKU, and Mariama So continues to have a really nice game off the bench.
Yeah, give that assist to Chatfield.
Hoosier up top, Sisk. Into Gilvin. Turns around. Sawyers to the top of the key. Sawyers to the elbow. Sawyers spins, doesn't have anybody. 9 on the shot clock. Beautiful feed to Sawyers, but just a little too far by the outstretched hand. But that was a really nice eye by Hoosier.
Yeah,
she was able to see that it was possibly open on the block.
Yeah, that was the right pass. Just I'm not for sure her teammate was aware the ball was coming.
12 seconds remaining in the quarter. Lady Toppers trying to get to 70. So for 3. Nails it. 2 seconds for Kentucky Wesleyan. They're not going to have a chance. And the Lady Toppers head into the fourth quarter up by 30.